Hi, let me show you Crossval demo. Let me show you the application first. Crossval helps user compare monthly spending plans with actual spending. Let me sign in. Each user has a private workspace. Use a new account so you can see the complete workflow from a clean slate. After I sign up, Crossval opens the ledger. The server checks my session before it returns or changes my data. Let me create monthly plans. I will start with the plan. Each target belongs to one category and 1 month. The first 4 targets use the supplied sample data. I will keep those values unchanged so the expected variance remains easy to verify. The extra months give the chart useful points. The saved targets appear in the table at once. Crossval stores money as whole cents to prevent floating point errors. I also want one zero target. I will use it to show how the report handles a percentage that cannot be calculated. Sorting and pagination happens on the server. The API also limits each request to maximum 50 rows. I can record one expense here, or I can import several expenses from a CSV file. Each entry also can have a note. This file contains 12 entries from January through June. The import checks every month, category and amount before it saves anything. Category matching is not case sensitive. If one row is invalid, Crossval rejects the complete file. The January and February totals still match the supplied sample data. The later months add more variation to the chart. I split January payroll into $18,000 and $2,500 entries. The report must aggregate them into expected $20,500 total. This tool expense has no matching plan. I added it to show that Crossval does not hide unplanned spending. Let me review the variance report. Now I can compare the plan with actual spending. The server groups the actual entries and returns the report rows. The fiscal year control sets the report to a complete January to December range. Crossval now requests the complete 2025 fiscal year. The report is empty because this account has no data for that year. The complete 2026 fiscal year restores the sample data. I can also set an exact month range. The Crossval now labels the fiscal year control as custom range. This chart shows actual spending minus planned spending for each month. Now we have 6 points with positive and negative variance. The zero line makes over plan and under plan months easy to compare. The chart also follows the selected date range. January marketing has a $5,000 plan and $4,800 of actual spending. The variance is negative 200 or negative 4%. January payroll is $500 over plan, so the variance is positive 2.5%. February marketing has a plan but no actual entry. Crossval treats the missing actual as zero and shows a negative $5,000 variance. This is the unplanned expense that I entered. Crossval includes it with a zero plan, a $500 variance, and a not available percentage. The not available value is important because a percentage against 0 or missing plan would require division by 0. This row has a 0 plan and no actual spending. The amount variance is still valid but percentage is not available. The actual value is also a drill down control. The dialog shows both entries that make up the $20,500 total. The server applies this sort order to complete result, not to the current page only. The export uses the same date range sort order. It includes all matching rows, including unplanned spending. Let me close an accounting period. After a month is complete, I can close it. This makes its plans actual entries read only for my account. Closing a period is permanent in this version. I made that limit clear because a safe reopen process needs roles, approvals, and an audit trail. January now appears in the closed period archive. The interface disables the changes to the January, and lock icons mark the saved records. This is not only an interface rule. Each write uses a database transaction that checks that period state. The API rejects a locked write with HTTP 423 error code. That completes the main workflow. I planned spending, imported and recorded actual spending, reviewed variances, exported the report, and closed a completed period. The main design choices are private user data, whole sent money values, server-side reporting, clear edge cases and rules, and server-enforced period locks. For production, I would add category management, import previews, an audited reopen process, monitoring, rate limits, and more browser tests. That is Crossval. I am happy to show you any part again or discuss the implementation choices.